Alright, hey there, hi there, ho there, how are you? Hope you're doing good, hope you're still safe, hope you're still well. Black lives still matter, that still has not changed, and again, never will. So, finishing up all of the Umbrella Academy because I decided we're just gonna lump them all together because Season 2 premieres the day that this is going up. I'm actually recording this the 26th, so it's a Sunday, so I am going to have at least a week to work on something slightly different for once. Yay! But I wanted to do a quick roundup, finish up on talking on Umbrella Academy. I think this one will be a little bit longer, probably about 20 minutes because the last two were about 10, and this should be pretty quick-ish. No, not quick. I just said that it's gonna be about 20 minutes. However, each thing took about, I want to say, 15 to 30 minutes at max. Honestly, I think the one person I had the hardest time on was Diego, and kind of trying to figure out a pose for Luther. Everyone else though, I was like, yeah, and I also realized that I had a little bit of a mess up on Dolores, which is fine. It's fine. I might redraw her someday, but you know what? I had a lot of fun with all of these. In fact, I think Spaceboy turned out to be my favorite. I was admittedly referencing another drawing, so that's a thing. I don't know, people look down on people who reference. I look at pictures so I can draw pictures. Sorry. But yeah, anyway, so let's talk about these three. I think I'll put them in order of numbers, probably, because I think, yeah, it'd be 1, 2, and 5. Yeah, kind of random, because you know what, and 5 is my favorite, so that's fine. Yeah, so 1 is probably, like, admittedly, the TV series did not help his case at all, but he was my least favorite. Spaceboy, in theory, is a really interesting character. I just remember Gerard calling him Dr. Darwin, the Darwinator, because he hadn't come up with the name Spaceboy yet. And this is, again, Life on the Murder Scene. 200 out of 10 if you like My Chemical Romance. Go check that out because it's got such a comprehensive thing on My Chem, but also Gerard has a lot of good moments in it. Easy peasy pun squeezy. Actually, that's a sad moment. Gonna get coffee. This is what Gerard sees. Gonna get coffee. Sorry. But yeah, like, Luther, he's a dumb, and he's so loyal to his dad, and I understand, because there's this idea of him being number one, so he's just like, well, if I'm number one, that means that father loves me, right? Reginald Hargreave is incapable of love, except for his alien wife, which, you know, that's a thing. Yeah, so, also, I didn't clarify it last time, but I'm not gonna lie. Because I've been in fandoms for so long, and I know things, and I've seen the rise and fall of different things, and I've kind of understood different things, and admittedly I grew up a lot later emotionally than most other people. I'm really not fond of incest, and I understand they're all different looking people and they all come from different families, but they were raised together and they always saw each other as brothers and sisters. So I'm sorry to all you Alice and Luther fans. No. I'm sorry, that was probably really uncomfortable because I'm really like right up on the microphone. This is like ASMR voice, but you know, it's fine. I'm sorry. Not really sorry. Kind of. Yeah, so that's a thing that I'm not super cool with, but I think the show does kind of clarify that it is creepy and weird and no. But I do like how Luther kind of does grow a little bit. It is kind of his fault that the apocalypse happens. I mean, it's a combination of everybody. I think, like, Klaus could have said something, done something. He's been in a very similar situation as Vanya. He could have said something about her being locked up. Spoilers, by the way. Catch up on this season. One, you have no time. Actually, that means you'll have 2 seasons to watch. So while I'm watching season 2, you will be watching season 1 and 2, which is kind of fun. I mean, like that's like 200 hours. No, that's like 20 hours. That's like a full day of Umbrella Academy. That's exciting. But yeah, Luther, he's okay. Diego, oh my goodness. I also, I love Diego. I hate Diego. He's such a piece of shit, but I also kind of love him. The one thing that like is kind of a huge critique for me, and somebody pointed out or a person had pointed, I have to look up the video, but they had pointed out in that Patch is just done dirty. The idea of her is great. I like the idea of her. I like the idea of Diego having like a different kind of person to bounce off of. I think like they had 2 different ideas of who Patch was, because like she's a paperwork girl. She's like, I'm following the rules because this is how we're going to catch the criminals. I like to see it as a wait for it and will not throw away my shot. That kind of thing. So like she's pulling a Burr, and then Diego's pulling in Ham, and like that I think would have been a better better, and it could have been Patch just didn't necessarily believe in people, but she believed in the system, and that they'll get just punishment, or they'll get true judgment, or that kind of thing if they are processed properly, which I think that's just like the one thing they could have changed. And like instead of Diego letting Cha-Cha go, Diego arrests her and turns over to the police and figures out a way to make sure she can't escape. I think that would work for her. I don't know. So that's a thing. That's my main thing. And also, she's kind of the man-pain character. She didn't... I'm frustrated that she died the way that she did. You know? It's something that's done so many times, and I would rather, not have a character become the man-pain character who's like, oh, because she died, now I have to enact revenge and all that jazz. It's frustrating to watch and see in every kind of media, and it sucks to see it in a show that has all this great potential to be amazing and good. And I still love it. I still love the show. It is a great show, and I've been rewatching it, and I've been noticing little things. It's fun. I love rewatching stuff, specifically because I like seeing things that I didn't see before. Like, if you follow my SpongeBob fan blog, I have about, 100 posts or something like that of just things that I've noticed from watching the show, like, so many times. That's a thing. Anyway, I think last one is 5. I didn't put him in the first one because I just wanted to split him kind of in half. There's an odd number, so not exactly possible, but because I'm putting everybody together, I'll have a little bit more time to talk. I really like 5. I like 5 a lot more the second time around watching this show, mostly because some of his moments are just so much better, and I kind of forget that Aidan Gallagher is a kid. Like, he's not like a kid, but he's not an adult. I forget about that because of how he acts and how he performs, and like there's moments where it's just like, oh, you are a little kid. Like just how he drinks from his margarita glass. He's kind of this kid that didn't grow up because he couldn't really grow up, but he also did. Like he went through a lot of stuff, but he was also 30 years of being alone, and that messes a person up like a lot. And I really like Dolores, like more than I really feel like I should. And part of it might be because I watched the Hillywood shows parody a lot. It's a really good parody. It's really funny. Oh my god, I was laughing so hard the first 5 times I watched it. So that's the thing. 5 has really grown on me, and like he's such a little arrogant prick in the comics, and he's still kind of that arrogant prick in the TV series, but I guess like I like how much he loves his family, and I don't know, I think, like, yes, he wants to save the world, but if he had to choose between the world and his siblings, he would 100% protect his siblings, like, just no questions asked. He'd be like, yeah, no, I mean, they'll hate me for a while, but at least they're safe. And, like, God, the relationship between him and Vanya specifically, and their, like, closeness and their sibling, brother, sister, so emotional over certain things, like Vanya specifically putting out sandwiches for him in hopes that, like, if he came back in the middle of the night, he would have food. And, like, it hurts even more because with Vanya, it's mentioned that 3 and 5 are kind of the people that she was closest to, and 5 vanishes and 3 is dead. So, like, that's a thing. I was also reading this fic series recently where Vanya and Klaus go in the past instead of just Klaus, and it changes everything. It's really good. It's really good. It's on AO3. I gotta find it. I'll put a link on the video or something like that, or I'll put the name of it on the screen. So, like, if you are interested in reading fics, there's some pretty good ones out there. I've been kind of picky because I'm mostly just I just want to find ones of fix-its where Vanya doesn't have to go through all that. So that's a thing. I'm not sure if you can hear my cat. That bell is her. And she's good about not screaming when I'm recording stuff, so that's nice. Anyway, I will be working on some other stuff. I might actually get started on working on a Steven Universe thing that I had been kind of putting off for a while. Gotta get back into working on Na 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 because I haven't been doing that. I still gotta finish the rest of the hams. I do need to drop her too. Realized I wasn't gonna drop her. I need to drop her. But I have a lot of things ready to go, or ready to start working on. I also was thinking of getting a Patreon going, and I'm trying to figure out what would be good incentives for people. I was thinking probably art, specifically like chibis and stuff like that. If I can kind of figure out a good way to do things, I would love to be able to send stuff out to people. Only problem is it is a little expensive to do that, so I just want to have a good balance of doing that so I'm not spending all the money that that people would donate and all that jazz. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this, and I'm getting close to having the 4,000 hours. I'm about 600 hours off, which sounds like a lot. It kind of is, but I started really putting a lot more work into this around February, March? No, it was before March. February, January. So, it's taken some time to get to the place where I'm at, but, you know, almost there. Almost there. Anyway, hopefully I haven't gone over on time for my videos, because I'm recording this before I edit. And I still have to go make the little chibis. I hope y'all like those chibis. They're kind of fun to do. I need to put an outline around them because they kind of just appear there. They need to stand out a little bit more, and I'm trying to put a little bit more into the speed paints just as a whole. I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers, and I'm like, this is more interesting to watch because there's stuff that happens every once in a while, and it's kind of a reward if you're still watching, like, the screen itself and not tabbed over into another screen, which is cool. That's totally fine if you want to listen to my voice for, like, 20 minutes. That's cool. I'm cool with it. But yeah, I don't have anything else that is to say. What is that sentence? I am also considering getting Pester Quest because, you know what? I kind of want to read Homestuck, but not actually read Homestuck, so I'd play a video game and read it in voices. That would be fun, because I do have headcanon voices, but I can't hit them all right. It's fine. This is fine. Anyway, I've said that several times. Anyway, so, like, I have words that I go back to. That's fine. This is fine is also another thing. Okay, I gotta stop because I'm rambling. So, with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Like if you like these kinds of videos. Dislike if... Maybe you don't dislike. I would like it if you did dislike. Comment below. I read comments always. And subscribe if you like what you see, because I'm hoping to make more stuff, and I'm gonna keep on working hard on making this at least entertaining, and eventually I'll get around to doing like lessons on actual art theory, because art theory is pretty interesting, let me tell you. Anyway, that's all for now. Okay, thanks, bye!